Arculus Rex coming at you live. And something sounds different. I immediately know it sounds different. Welcome in, Cathedral, and welcome in, Ella. Ella. Is that Cat? Cat, you got a new name? Is that what's going on here? Confusing me. Hello. Yeah, something sounds different in my headset. How's this? Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Welcome in. It has been like 2 weeks since I've streamed. It has been way too long. But I gotta get back to this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. Using your IRL name. There you go. I have made a lot of changes, so bear with me if some of this stuff is if I have to troubleshoot a little bit. This is a first multi-stream, so the chat looks different now. So if people were to come in from YouTube, I think that should show up now. I hope that was the point. And the layout of the chat's gonna look a tiny bit different, but hopefully it goes smoothly. That's what I'm hoping. I need to also pay attention to a few extra things, extra bits and pieces. So we'll see. Let's get this timer going. Yeah, there we go. This still sounds weird to me. Does it? Wait, hold on. There we go. That's what it is. I must have bumped my volume. You can hear my accent now. Is it different? I'm confused. I'm confused. Don't confuse me. Not yet. It's too early. It's too early in the stream to be confused. Okay, there's one other thing I need to do. There we go. I need to keep an eye on dropped frames because that it's sending more to YouTube now than it would have. Well, I wouldn't have sent anything to YouTube. Don't think you really heard it before. Well, I am American, so hello, Timid. Welcome in. I am American, so I'm not sure what part of it you're picking up, or if I just have some like turn of phrase Australian stuff that I tend to still use every now and again. I need to do some quick stuff. Sorry. Okay. I think we're good. This chat thing is so much different. Sorry, I'm gonna have to get used to this. But yeah, very cool. All right, let's get into this. I don't know if it matters who we are, other than the fact that Donatello's the best. So there we go. We are also doing 60 frames per second now. That was another thing I changed just because I thought it might look nicer on the YouTube VODs. And I was reading the manual on this a while back, and there's like a special move you can do. So we're gonna try and utilize the special move as much as we can. Donnie is king. King Donnie. Oh. I might be very rusty. It's been a hot minute since I played this. miss the music. The music's good. The music's so solid. Get out of it. Oh, come on. Okay, we're off to a really bad start. That's alright. Oh, come on. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's had a good weekend. I know a lot of you guys would be on your Monday, so not too far from the weekend that just passed. We are like really winding down at work, and it is kind of frustrating because there's just not a lot to do, which means I gotta fight really hard for bookable hours, because that's kind of how my job works, is I have to have like hours to book to. I wish I could just sit there. It'd be way more fun. I think this special will be good if I can actually avoid getting hit, but at the moment I'm just struggling to avoid getting hit. I also have no idea if my YouTube stream is even titled. I don't know how that even works. Probably should have looked into that. Alright, that's one down. That sucks. The jump kick it feels the safest, but I don't think it's the most effective way. Definitely way rusty. I was doing way better the second time I played this thing. First stage done. Waiting for him to come out. This special move is so hard to pull off compared to just kicking. Sorry, I'll have a look at chat in a second. Sorry, just concentrating. Shoot! No. There we go. Weekend was pretty good. Started writing a book. Heck yeah. I've actually done a fair bit of writing myself. I enjoy it when I do spend the time to do it. It's not something I do a lot though. Pretty cool. Are you going for what genre are you going for? Going for fantasy, heck yeah. Do you have a favorite fantasy book already? A magical steampunk. Cool. I've only read a few fantasy books. Like I've done the Lord of the Rings ones. Never done the Hobbit actually. And I've done some of the World of Warcraft ones because I really enjoy some of the lore in that. Some of the old lore is really good. Favorite book would be Dark Tower by Stephen King. My partner and I, that's so funny you mentioned it, just started listening to Misery. We had to do a big road trip, and we were listening to it on the road trip, and then we finished it up, and then we watched the movie afterwards, which was really cool. Great book. We want to get into a bunch of his. I can't remember. We were going to start another one, and we didn't quite get to that point yet. But I definitely like a lot of the stuff he does. I liked Under the Dome. I read that one as well, but I didn't like how it ended too much. It's really hard to end things though, in my opinion. Like it's so few times that like TV shows and stuff end well. Movies I think work really well for endings because they're so like limited in the amount of time that you can put into them, but it seems like the more time people put into shit, the harder it is to end it. Oh, that was terrible. This is a terrible first effort. That's every Stephen King book. The complaint is the ending's the worst. Yeah, he definitely struggles in that area, but I thought the ending to Misery was pretty solid. And I really liked The Shining. I was wondering if that would do anything, because I tried it last time and I don't think I did anything correct with it. Oh, that was terrible. The longer it goes, the harder it is to end. Yeah, that's one thing well, it's so easy to point out TV shows that just don't end very well. But I'm really hoping Stranger Things can pull it off and at least have a decent ending. But so far, I'm enjoying it. I actually bought a book the other day. Can name more shit show endings than good endings. Yeah, that's very true. I actually bought a book the other day because it was on special. Treasure Island. It's so cool. It's like one of those, like, I don't know if it's actual real leather, but I just thought it was way too cool not to get. We'll get that pizza after we kill these guys, in case I take more damage. Yeah, it is a classic. I've never read it. We already had a copy, which I didn't realize. My partner had a copy of it, but it's okay. Alright, is that it? Grab that pizza now. My partner was trying to get me to watch American Horror Story, but that is just so not my type of thing. It's just constant anxiety. I'm just stressed the whole time watching it. Ooh, another thing I've been doing with some of my free time since I haven't been streaming is I've been posting a lot to my VODs channel, and I've been able to clear up so much of my hard drive space. Which is fantastic, which is why I've decided to go to 60 frames per second, because I think I'll have the hard drive space to accommodate for it. Fucking boomerang, guys. Alright. Never got the hype for American Horror Story. Watched the first 2 seasons and dipped. I've watched the first episode twice, and both times I didn't enjoy it. Just because it just gives me the creeps. Trying to see if there's like a way you can stun lock him, because a lot of these old games you can do that on some of the bosses. At least he's flashing already. Jesus. Really bummed how much I'm losing health right now. There we go. Both seasons you felt like you missed some huge lore dump because nothing made any sense. Okay. I absolutely loved The Walking Dead in the earlier seasons. By earlier, I mean, I think I dipped at like season 7 or 8. I can't remember exactly which season it was, but I was like, this is just getting a bit long in the tooth. I feel like it should have ended around season 5 or 6. Like, if you want it to end well, I feel like you need a plan that says, hey, this is gonna be the end. Whereas, like, a lot of those shows just keep going because the money keeps coming in. Oh. They don't seem to be moving too quick. Okay. For the book you're writing, you already have the ending semi-planned out. There you go. That's a good story. Well, it's easy then, because then you can just write to that point. Not easy. I shouldn't say easy. Writing wouldn't just be easy. But one of the stories I always find quite fascinating from a writer is that R.L. Stine used to write the title of the book and then write the book around the title. I was like, that's so, like, the opposite of what you would think any writer would do. What was that? Oh, I got a life. What happened? What did I do? Or is it like a points thing? It must be a points thing. So you get a life at 200 points. Makes a lot of sense. I mean, I suppose it depends how well, like, you can creatively come up with a story. I guess some people are pretty natural at it. I don't think I'm natural at writing a story, though. But good. I wish you the best of luck. It's such a huge thing to undertake. Are you going for like a full novel, or ooh, shoot? Are you going for something like a short story? Short stories are pretty interesting. I listened to a short story on the weekend that was kind of trippy. There's a lot of freedom in short stories because you can go really fast. You don't have to like hold back, and you don't have to overindulge on details if you don't want to. Novel length, there you go. It's not hard to get published anymore either. It's super chill. Well, I say super chill compared to the way it used to be. Because so much of it's online now, it's become so much easier to become published. Alright, lost her. Can I just stand here? Trying to see where his like low point is. I don't, well, I just can't hit the buttons right. Maybe this is it. I would really like to use the special attacks because they're so much stronger. Screw this, we'll just kick him. And then I heard something as well that like children's stories are the hardest to get like published because they're so like strict on not just the subject matter, but like it's got to be cohesive for a child, which is surprisingly harder for adults to achieve. I think that's pretty, I'd say that's fairly fair. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Tonight I dine on turtle soup. This first run's probably just gonna be pure practice. You'd rather have a children's story with strict regulations than letting anyone write any crazy shit for kids? Oh, absolutely. Crazy shit for kids. I mean, that's why they're doing the social media bans. There's just too much out there now for kids to... Too much information. Oh. I feel like it's kind of cheap that I'm going... Oh, here we go. What are these? What are these guys? These are the snowman dudes? Oh. Both of them on a roll. What the hell? Oh, we got another one. Get out of it. Jesus. I'm not having any luck here. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I only just learned the other day that Australia is doing the social media ban as well. I thought it was just a UK thing, but I think that one takes effect, like, very soon. Yeah, I think it's, if you're 16, sorry, if you're under 16, then you're not supposed to use it. I don't know how they're gonna enforce it. I really don't. Oh, something about, like, you need ID. You need ID to use certain websites. In your state, you need to enter your ID to use certain adult websites. Yeah, I've never even seen that, to be completely honest. Not that I know. Who uses those silly things? Oh, Jesus. Getting absolutely juggled by these things. Alright. You gonna head to bed? It's good to see you. Good to see you. Hopefully I catch you again soon. I was lurking in your stream. I think it was the end of last week. I can't remember what you were playing off the top of my head though, because you were cycling through a bunch of stuff. Oh, you were playing Dynasty Warriors when I was lurking. I always wanted to get back into that series. I always enjoyed that. But yeah, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. You have a good sleep. Been loving Dynasty Warriors Origins. Yeah, I was huge into the 5 Empires. Absolutely loved it. Oh. Boy, I'm gonna need some practice with this one. Ah! Oh, look at that trifecta. That was beautiful. Come on. Don't die. Oh no. Oh ho ho. That was close. That was close. Spring is here. I'm gonna look at my stats really quick. Haven't dropped any frames yet, so that's good. Sweet. So far, so good. Pretty sure that's a trap. Maybe not. Blazin'! How the heck are ya? It has been ages since I've seen you, but to be fair, I haven't been around for a little bit either, so I may have just lucked out. But it's awesome to see you. You're alive-ish. What's going on? Tell me the details. Has something happened? I was wondering where you'd gone, but then I was like, he's probably just got life going on, so... But I was thinking about you. Been busy with bad? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm really sorry to hear that. Hopefully, you're getting it sorted and, eventually everything will be on the up and up. Oh, I appreciate you thinking about me. Well, I always think about people. It's like, it's just the way my mind works. Well, these cars come out eventually. Ah, I knew it. There it was. You were going to work, on the way to work, bought breakfast. Usually have the same breakfast. Can I hit this? Yes. Apple pie with a protein shake. Oh, jerk. Hand is starting to hurt a little bit. Sold an apple one day and you were upset because you had to get something else. Man, I hope you're telling a hell of a story and you're not just pulling my leg. I hope this is like going somewhere and you're not just like, man, I just had this apple pie incident and I just haven't recovered from it. Because that would be hilarious too. But anyway, sorry, no. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't downplay it. A life would be really fucking sweet soon. No! I think we got one more continue. Blazing Syllabus would like to redeem a fact. Hey, that's the new chat thing I'm using, so I'm really happy that worked out. You were on the train, you thought I'm feeling withdrawal, and you thought apples weren't addictive. Oh god, where's this going? Alright. We are gonna read a fact for Blazing Syllabus. Let's go to the front here. Let's go near the front of the book here. Okay, this is a devastating one to start with. It is estimated that 200 million land animals are killed for food every day. Wow. Way to freeze over the chat. Last time you streamed, the fact was apples are the least addictive food. Oh my gosh, that's right. Man, you got a crazy memory. I didn't remember that. I didn't remember that at all, but there you go. There's your redeemed fact as well, and that is that 200 million land animals are killed every day for food. There you go. That's pretty bad. Man, that was some storytelling there, Blazin'. Well done. Well done. After that stream, you realized you eat apples almost every day. That is insane. I'm allergic to apples, so that's a bummer for me. I actually don't mind the taste of apples either, which is always frustrating. I did beat Zelda. It was incredible. It has been my favorite game so far on the NES. I can't recommend it enough if anybody hasn't played it. It's so good, and it's just... I wanted to 100% it, and I was hoping that once I had beaten it, maybe I could go back and, like, continue, but it throws you into a new save file right away. So that was a bit of a bummer, but that's a game I'll probably revisit one day, because I enjoyed it that much. And then we pulled this one after Zelda, and I played it one stream. And then I've had some time off, just dealing with some life things, and it's also been ridiculously hot here. Today's been a little bit better, but it's been insane. It was like 40 degrees here the other day. That's like 107 in freedom units. That's just too hot. We've also been on the prowl. We've been house hunting and stuff as well lately, so we've been putting a little bit of time and effort into that. Only time he appeared... Yeah, okay. Oh, you may not have missed anything I've done then. Was to grab emotes. You would have missed the start of the stream as well. We are on YouTube now, I think. I assume that it's working, because it looks like it's working. I can't check the YouTube actual thing, I don't think. Hold on, let me see if it'll work on my phone. Because of the way my accounts are set up, it's really awkward. Yeah, it looks like it's live. But yeah, the way my accounts are set up, it's really awkward to have it on the computer. But hopefully it's working. You missed Zelda and... no, just this one. We just did one stream of this one. The first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was played, a few months ago. Great game. Really, really great game. It is very hard, but also, like, well worth the challenge. That was one of those ones I played as a kid so much and just never got anywhere. I think I got past the dam like 2 or 3 times total as a kid. Just a challenging one. No, when we finished Zelda, we played this one for about 2 hours. And then didn't get too far. So we're back, and we are trying to complete it again. This is my first stream back in like 2 weeks. I don't like to have breaks this big. It's weird too, because I don't get nervous streaming, but today was the first time I felt nervous again in like, since I started streaming ever. And it's just because it's been so long since I've actually done it. Oh, hold on. What do we got here? Let's go. I got an idea, because the last time we fought this guy, he has this weird-ass pattern. And I'm wondering if we can just, like, stand in one... If we can get him in one spot, can we just stay there? Maybe not. I'm really proving myself wrong right now. He's not doing what I was what I was hoping he'd do. Nah, he's not doing what I want at all. I really need that pizza. There we go. That's what I want. Oh, I'm gonna screw it up. I'm gonna screw it up. Oh, we got him. We got him. We got him. We got him. This game on the SNES rule. I bet it looks so much better on the Super Nintendo. Nerves are good. Yeah, nerves are good. Nerves are good. Oh, we're getting smooches from April. Absolute smooches. Getting used to this special attack is weird. Baxter besties. Yeah, because he was in the first thing as well, wasn't he? Yeah, that's his like after he's been like transformed into the bug. Because I think he's in the metal thing we fought earlier. Ooh. I've had someone on my YouTube politely commenting, asking me to play some games, and I was like, I'm sorry. I'll eventually post something on there again. But the VODs channel's been popping off. It's been going way better than I had expected. It won't look like it when you look at it, but what I'm saying is, like, whoever's watching it is watching, like, full videos, which is crazy to me. In a good way. I do the same for other people, but I just didn't expect it to start happening to me already. They did a remake on PS3 by Ubisoft. It was so bad, you almost 100%ed it out of spite. I wonder if that's the same one they did on the arcade release for the Xbox, because I played through that with a friend. It's different. Well, it's the only thing I've noticed that's different is I don't remember the snow level being in the Xbox version I played. Reshelled. Okay, that might be the one I played with a friend. Okay, these guys suck. Come on. These guys are the worst. They just move so awkwardly. There we go. There we go. Oh, here we go. More guys. It's crazy how much of a leap this is, though, from the first Turtles game. Just in terms of graphics and sound and things like that, it's quite a step up. I know it's a massive step down from the arcade version, but it is cool to see sort of the progression that they did. But also, you could argue that the first one's more ambitious in what it was trying to do. Just unlimited javelins. Damn it. Do I get a break now? Holy crap. There's a trophy for dodging mines in the water you just can't wrap your head around. I'm not familiar with that one. You binged Tech Dweeb on the weekend, was really considering getting one of those emulator handhelds. Yeah, like the, what's the Analog Pocket? That looks really cool. Mario 3 and Mario 1 being on the same console is crazy. Yeah, we've played the first 2 Mario games, so we've only got the 3rd one left, and I've decided I'm gonna leave that one for dead last. Just because I have a feeling Mario 3 is probably going to be the best, or one of the best on the console, so I want to leave that one to the end. Need to watch the Wizard before playing. It was like, I want to say like 6 or 7 months ago. It would have been Easter. I think my partner went back to her parents, and I rented that movie on YouTube, and I was like, wow, this is not good. Like, it's not the worst movie I've ever seen, but it's not great. It is just like a Nintendo promo. It'd be interesting to see what the new Super Mario Brothers movie is like, because I didn't mind the first one. I thought it was pretty good. Surely we're getting close to the end. Holy crap. Need to get good. This, like, Double Dragon actually hurts my hands to play after a while. Just because of how, like, much I'm mashing the buttons. It's a big ad for Mario Brothers 3. You can only imagine the hype since YouTube or even video. Yeah, video trailers weren't really a thing back then. You love the Power Glove, it's so bad. Honestly, the Power Glove looks horribly amazing. It's just like, you want it because of how it looks, but you know it's just not a good product. It actually doesn't even make sense. You'd have to sit there and, like, hold your wrist out to play games. Man, these guys are having my number right now. Alright. Quote from the movie. It had extremely primitive motion controls. Oh. I never used one, so I wouldn't honestly know. One day I might get one. One day. One thing I'd like to do next time I go to the States is actually go to a proper, a big retro game store. We did hit some small ones, which was cool. There's a really cool one in Las Vegas I'd like to check out. Just because they would have such better prices on, like, cartridge-based games. Cartridge-based games here are insanely expensive. You're not saying they work, but finger bend was A, for example. Finger bend. What a control. And then I was finger bending. Mashing finger bend. I'm doing horrible here. Oh. The Super Potato in Akibara has a virtual boy. You were excited to play it, and your reaction was, "Oh my god, it's terrible." Yeah, that's kind of what I would have thought too. All right, I'm going to take a quick break, and then we're going to give this another run through and see if we can get a little bit better at it. So bear with me, and I will be right back. We are back. All right. Let's get another try in. When I went to Japan and we were looking, like I was looking at games and stuff, I was actually just overwhelmed to the point where I didn't end up buying all that much. It wasn't until like the last opportunity to buy stuff that I was buying stuff. Just because there was just so much to choose from. And to be honest, Tokyo wasn't the best place to look because the prices weren't great. I think they know that you're gonna pay a premium for the location. But when we were in Osaka, the prices were really good there. And then they have a bunch of those like book offs that are so freaking cool to go look at as well. So when I go back, that's definitely something I wanna spend a bit more time doing. I did get a couple of controllers though, got some Nintendo 64 games, so I was really happy with those. Okay. Ah! Whoa! That was a bit brutal. Do. I'd really like to get to this first boss without losing a life. Man. Nah, come back here. Oh, that was freaking good. All right. Alright, bud, let's go. Trying to see if there's an easier way to do it. Or if this is just the easy way. I think it's just gonna have to be the jump kicks. I can't figure anything else out. Do 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 do. I feel like I'm getting a bit better with the special at least. Ah, it was terrible timing. Damn dynamite. It doesn't affect them either if they throw it at each other. Whereas Double Dragon, if you got it from them, you could use it on them, which was kind of neat. Not super effective, but it was a neat little trick. We'll grab that pizza. Keep moving. Damn boomerangs. Jesus. I'm gonna have to get so much better at this. Almost to the next boss. All right. Holy crap, I'm doing terrible here. He's just got my number. I just don't know the timing on that well enough, I don't think. That means I gotta do that whole one over again. Trying to think about maybe moving more vertically to try and get angles going, because that was definitely a thing in Double Dragon where angles were something you could use to your advantage. Because they can't seem to attack when they have to move vertically in Double Dragon, so maybe it's sort of similar here. Feel pretty good now. I think that whole moving up and down is going to be really beneficial. Okay. Alright. Definitely feeling a little bit better about this run. Not great, but definitely... Come on, drop. There we go. There we go. Hey, dropping. How's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm going good. We're working on turtles. I'm not very good at it. We're trying though. We're trying. If I can beat the first turtles, I can definitely beat this one. I just gotta figure it out. Oh, come on. Start flashing, bud. Should we go faster? No, see it. If I go faster, I'm missing the height. Ugh, close. There we go. There we go. Early cleanup. Yeah. I haven't been doing too bad at this point. Easy cleanup, yeah. I'm doing better than my first run today. My first run today was pretty dreadful. I'm gonna have to keep in mind how much this actually hurts my hands to play. These hammer guys suck. Oof. Been up extra 3 hours today fighting autocorrect. Hey, you know what? I got two things that go against me. I am a bad speller and I'm a bad typer. So I am just like the king of not being able to do any of that stuff online. It's pretty dreadful because I have to use it for work too. And so many people call me out on my bad spelling. And I'm just like, well, you get what you get. I suppose I could be way more patient and just make sure what I'm typing is correct, but I just ignore it. I figure if you can understand me, that's all that matters, right? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I mean, I'm not some sort of wordsmith. I didn't win the spelling bee. What do you expect out of me? I never claimed to be a smart man. Oh, this is not good. That it? Okay. Come on up. What have you been playing lately, Dropping? Actually, I don't know. I don't even know if you stream. I'm not sure. That's just me being completely honest. I don't know if I've ever seen anything. You will be next year. You're waiting to move. Yeah, I get that. That was what was holding me back before I started this year. I was in the process of moving and doing everything leading up to that. Was just like, it wasn't feasible, so I totally get it. Alright, let's get this right. It's so mentally intensive moving. I can't remember what I was watching the other day, but they were like, the 3 most intense things that can happen in your life are a breakup, like mentally intensive, moving, and the death of a loved one. And I was like, my God, I've moved so many times in my life. I hate it. I absolutely can't stand it. It's like up there with some of the worst things to do. I just constantly trying to see if there's a pattern that makes this easier. It'd be really sweet to get out of here without a death. There we go. Been playing Pokemon ZA and started randomized Fallout. TTW. What is TTW? I'm trying to think of what that. Oh, 3 and New Vegas, 1 game, all doors, enemies, loot, NPCs, height, and gravity. Wow. That is insane. There's so many people that dive into those randomizers and seem to have such a really awesome time with it, and I've never done it. I'm actually just afraid, and part of me is just like, you know what? Just enjoy the rawness of what the game has, because I feel like that's what I've got the time for. I've never been huge into modding or anything like that, but I've seen some of the insanity some people do, and it is so freaking cool. A lot of respect for some of the work that people put into that. Modding and home brews and things like that is really cool. Fallout 3 was the first one I ever played. I always think about going back and playing the OGs though, like 1 and 2. Because they look pretty cool too. Obviously very different, but still in that sort of universe. And the show was fucking great. I never played New Vegas either, and a lot of people would say New Vegas is the best one. Sorry, give me 1 second. I'll reply to your chat in a second. Alright. I played so much Fallout New Vegas, so the randomizer seemed fun. Have it set on very hard with hardcore on, so you have hunger, thirst, and sleep requirements. Also ammo and weight. Oh, ammo has weight. Yeah, that's awesome. That's when I would play back in the day. I haven't done it for a little while, but when I would play Oblivion or Skyrim, I'd put it on the highest difficulty that I could absolutely tolerate playing the game, just to see how much resources and how much effort I would have to put in to actually progress. I always thought that was super interesting. And then eventually you just get let's say I can't remember the difficulty levels, but let's say you were playing on a harder difficulty level. By the time you got 10 levels, you had to crank it up again because you just get so good at the game, and you get good gear and good weapons because you're playing on a higher difficulty. Very cool though. I do have New Vegas. I just yeah, it's a part of my challenge. It's gonna be a long time before I get there. I can play some stuff out of order though if I want to, and that's one that definitely may be one of those that I play out of order because it's just one of the ones I've wanted to play for a while. Ends up being super spongy, yeah. The last time I played Skyrim, it was to get all the achievements, so I wasn't like playing on super easy difficulty or anything like that, but I wasn't playing on really hard either because I was just trying to sort of push through and get everything. I've only played through Fallout 3 once though, and Fallout 4 once. I've restarted Fallout 4 a couple of times because I do enjoy that, and I feel like there was a lot more I didn't explore in that. Man, just trying to figure out a strategy here. Get away from me. Far out. This is probably the worst I've done in this fight. Oh my god. That sucks. Just like adept or advanced, something like that. Yeah. Something pretty chill. Alright. I was really hoping to get through that level without wasting a continue. Seems to be pretty safe up here most of the time. That was dumb. Should have remembered that. I think I heard a rumor that they're remastering Fallout 3, which I think is a great idea. Because they did a really good job with Elder Scrolls. It makes sense that they would do that. Fallout 4 is an action adventure, and Fallout 3 is an action RPG. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, yep. I actually have. I think I get you with the two that I've played. That makes sense. And we were talking about the VR Fallout a while back as well. That might be kind of interesting. Jesus, I am struggling here. All depends on what you're after from the games, but fans of Fallout 1 and 2 wanted New Vegas. Okay. That actually has me pretty excited to play Fallout 1 and 2. I did see like a short someone did a while ago on I think what they were doing was they were playing on like a really low intelligence character, and the game is like almost impossible to beat because the dialogue options just don't work. That was hilarious. You're kidding me. Come on. No. Holy crap. I feel like that was terrible. There are videos to explain how to survive in Fallout 1 and 2. Definitely recommend some game mechanics research. Those games are brutal difficult at the start. That's very, like, old school gaming, isn't it? I remember playing Warcraft 1 and 2 and being absolutely pummeled by that game at the beginning before I understood how the freaking game worked. There was one mission I did that I just could not do without looking it up. Hey, we got a 1-up. Or a life. Or a title. Whatever you want to call it. Nice. Oh, come on. Holy crap. Come on. They're meant to be played with the manual or a guide, and digital. Yeah, it doesn't come with one usually. Yeah, that makes sense. A lot of those old games were definitely designed around getting you to buy a guide. That's something like we easily forget today and we take for granted, is like games from like the Nintendo era. You'd buy Nintendo Power to get like hints and tricks of all the games that you had and how to like get past certain bits or find certain items. I mean, not everybody could afford it, but that was the way a lot of people did it back in the day. I had a couple of guides for some games. I think I had one for Super Mario 64. Had one for Ocarina of Time. I actually still have my Skyrim one. It's just there. I have an Oblivion one too, but I don't know where it is. Actually, that might have been in the States. I might not have that anymore. We bought an Assassin's Creed one as well the other day. The box version came with a guide on Fallout 1. That's so cool. I wonder if there's very many of those floating around. That's honestly just not how I buy games, just simply because it's so inconvenient now. Like, I don't have disk drives or floppy disks or any of that stuff for really old games. I use GOG for a lot of that old stuff just so like I can play it offline if I ever want to. There we go. But like, it's so hilarious because the Oblivion and the Skyrim one are freaking huge. They're the biggest guides I've ever seen for a game. I mean, me personally, there's probably ones out there that might be bigger. Alright, bud, you come over here. We're gonna figure this out again. Can I just keep going? Nah, see, that's if I go too quick, he rotates. Shit. Back over here. I screwed up a good thing is what I did. Alright, come over here. You suck. Eat that pizza. No! Ugh. I still do, but don't trust the readers to not destroy whatever you... Yeah, that's a very good point, too. Floppy readers as old as me. I remember the old ones we used to put in school for, like, Oregon Trail. Man, that was such a waste of a life. I've had 2 really stupid deaths. Oof. I didn't get too many games on floppy disk. By the time we had a computer, I think pretty much everything was disk-based. I think Myst was one of the earliest ones we got. And then one of the first ones I ever bought for PC was like this 4-pack. And it had Driver, Test Drive 4, Dirt Track Racing, and this like Harley Davidson motorcycle racing game that would just not work. No matter what I did, it just wouldn't work. But very cool. You have a physical copy of Riven? That's pretty cool. For like PC or like PlayStation 1? That's very cool. PC? That's awesome. Yeah, we used to have like a physical copy of Myst, because you used to buy computers back in the day and they'd come with like a bunch of games and they'd just give you like a box full of stuff. I can't remember much of them though. Most of them were really bad. I remember there was this, I think I mentioned it on the stream once before, this like Bob Vila home builder game, and I used to just play with that a fair bit. It was so terrible though. And then one of the other games I bought when I was pretty young was Grand Theft Auto 2. And that took me a while to figure out how to get that to run. Because of course back then nothing was easy. Every single game you played had to be like almost configured uniquely. Oh, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Thank you very much, Meatloaf. You used to play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4 on the SNES with your friend. Heck yeah. Welcome in, PK Paul. Awesome game. I've never played that one personally, but I do remember playing this one in the arcade a little bit. Loved it. And managed to beat the first TMNT on NES a few months back, so very proud of that moment. But yeah, the more turtles, the merrier. If you can't tell behind me, tis the season for the turtles to have Santa Claus hats. Well, I'm not doing very good at this game, though, to be completely honest. I'm doing terribly. It is what it is, though. We're gonna grab this pizza straight up. We need to get him in the corner here. Come on, bud. Over here. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We just gotta be patient. No! That was my shot. Am I like not in the right spot? Is that what's going on here? I swear I've cheesed him one time. And I just can't do it again. Donnie was always here for— oh, hell yeah. Donatello team for life. Yeah, I'm not getting it this time. Sorry, I will address the chat in a second. Just trying not to just lose all of my lives here. Am I not hitting this fool? There we go. There we go. Oh my gosh. I used to think he had a longer range, but I don't think there was any real difference between the turtles. This game, I don't think there is. The first one on the NES, there's definitely like power differences and range differences that you can take advantage of. But it's kind of cool that this one doesn't have that. You can just pick whichever one you want. Oh, hold on a second. No, we got it. We got a while before ads. I stopped thinking about it there for a minute. Scared me. I actually bought a new Turtles game the other day. What's it called again? I literally have it right next to me. I'm just trying to remember which one it is. It's like a roguelike, or roguelite. I can't remember what the difference between those two are, but I thought that would be a really good one to play as a modern choice. Oh, here we go. Alright, let me give you a second. Too many good conversations and hard gameplay going on. I know, exactly. Oh, here it is. I got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate. I had to order this from the UK because it's not as common in Australia. But I'm glad I got it. Roguelite, you have persistent upgrade. Roguelike, you don't. Man. Explain that pretty easily to me. So, like, Mega Bonk was a roguelite because he had persistent upgrade. Because I played that a fair bit. I enjoyed the heck out of that. That was like a great 20-30 minute game at a time. Easiest way to separate them. That's, yeah, you made that very, very clear. I've even Googled it and it wasn't that clear. I hate this new AI stuff on Google. It drives me insane. I saw it on a video for YouTube as well, and I was like, is this gonna tell me about the video? Nah, it was actually just telling me about the comments of the video, and I was like, that's stupid. Almost just walked into that. Just don't try play Rogue. It's hard as hell, and you spend several hours just resetting, hoping for a good run. I did notice that about Mega Bonk. It was very dependent on a little bit of luck, and obviously you need to unlock a bunch of stuff as well. Oh, the original Rogue. I thought you meant maybe the Rogue class in that, and I was like, maybe that was a class I hadn't unlocked yet. I've never played the original Rogue. Obviously, I had never even heard of it. I don't mind really challenging games if I have the time to put into them. It's having the time though, which is why I predominantly only play single player now. DOS era, there you go. I think the only I played a couple of DOS games. Oregon Trail, and they had the what was it called, like Speedway Math or something in school, where you had to like solve addition and like subtraction. Your car would go faster or slower around the lap depending on how you were doing. That was fun as shit. Rather play Wizardry if you're gonna go that far back? Man, you're like cutting some deep cuts here. These are games that I've never heard of. We about to restart. Can we get 9 more kills? I think that's what it'll do and give us another life. Yay! Plague! Welcome in. It's been a hot minute, hasn't it? I think I caught a couple of your shorts, though, not long ago. You do pretty good with them. Oh my god. Alright, that's a good way to take a break, and I will be right back, and we'll play some more. Be back. Yeah, we are back. The entire RPG genre was built on the back of the wizardry, especially JRPGs. There you go. It wasn't always that JRPGs were a thing. We didn't always separate them. I feel like that wasn't until, I don't know. It was after 2000 I started to feel like you'd hear them be separated. Maybe because Western cultures, JRPGs weren't really that big. I don't know. I'm pretty new to like JRPGs and stuff like that. Droppin', do you have like some sort of what do you call it? My brain's just not functioning. Some sort of like add-on or something that does that when the ads come on? That's pretty interesting. Just reflex. It's on your clipboard. There you go. I have a clipboard for work. I don't know what I'd do without it. I've never taken so many notes in my life. Heroes in a half shell. Damn right, Plague. You damn right. Hope you've been well, Plague. What have you been gaming on lately, man? My partner and I, we did an early Christmas present, and we started playing Sonic Cross Worlds. Oh man, that is a fun game. We've already beaten it. We beat it pretty quick. It probably took us like 12 hours to clear. So it's not too terribly long, but we could replay it and stuff like that too, and like get more achievements and things like that. PS1 most recently. Heck yeah. What have you been playing on the PlayStation 1? Trying to figure out if there's like an easier way to deal with guys. Like if I stay at the bottom and make them come to me, it might funnel them a little bit. And then we finished Sonic Cross Worlds, and then my partner was like, have you ever played the one on Xbox 360? And I was like, nah. And apparently she had it licensed to herself, so we were able to just like boot it up and immediately play it. So it was pretty cool. We've been playing through that one. That's challenging. That is a tough game. Oh yeah, you also have thank you for the lurk. It's always appreciated. And good night. Or sorry, good night, goodbye. Good night, goodbye. Freaking good night. Ready to go. That would be perfect for someone like myself who's like just awful at typing and spelling. Hey, PK Paul, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Bad games, trying to get footage for a video. There you go. I am like 30 to 40% done editing Final Fantasy. That has been the biggest journey to take on as the second edited video in my life. That has been insanity. I want to get that. I want to get 2 videos out over Christmas. Because the third video should be super quick, because that game was like only 6 hours long, whereas Final Fantasy 1 was like 50 hours. Could always set them up on shortcuts like ads. Yeah, that's true. That's stuff I still need to slowly start adding to the channel. This stream right here is the stream where I have done the most changes at once in the whole freaking thing. And all of it was like in the background. Nothing to do with anything you guys would notice. It was just like new chat box to integrate YouTube and Twitch. and like I downloaded StreamerBot, and that like linked my OBS and YouTube and Twitch and all that together in StreamerBot so that I could set up the chat box. And then we're now running at 60 frames per second recording, so the YouTube video should hopefully look a little bit nicer. Not that they were looking bad before, but just a little bit more quality. Nice. You're gonna do long work on setup before you ever start streaming consistently? Yeah, I didn't. I didn't at all. I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, all right, as soon as I can go live, we'll give it a shot. And we'll just learn on the way. But no matter how much you set up, there's always going to be something you'll learn. But yeah, it's a good idea to get your head around it as much as you can. Under the gun. Plague, I actually got a game the other day, and it reminded me of you. I'll show you, just give me a second. I'd never heard of it before. Having a virtual model, so that it's a lot of setup. Oh, okay, so you're doing like a, oh my god. I just slipped my mind. What is it called? And like an avatar thing. What are they called? Like a VTuber thing? There you go, VTuber thing. Yep. Okay, so I got this game on PS5 called The Rustler, right? And look, I mean, it's got a bald guy on it, so I was like, that's kind of like Plague. But this is like GTA medieval. It's like commit grand theft horse, explore a historically inaccurate sandbox, and live the medieval ruffian life. And I don't think it's very good, but I don't care. It looks AI made. Bro, it could be AI made. I'm not sure. But I was like, medieval Grand Theft Auto, I'm gonna give it a shot. I think it was only like $10 or something like that. You heard that they were working on something medieval? Yeah, I've heard that before as well. I don't know where they would have the time though. I actually don't know if I'd be more excited to play Red Dead Redemption 3 or Grand Theft Auto 6 at this point. Because I liked Red Dead Redemption 2 more than I liked Grand Theft Auto 5. But I feel like Red Dead Redemption 3, if they do a third one, I'll probably be like 50 by the time that comes out. That's like horribly sad to think about. Due to release in 2042. That's the worst thing about new games, is like big companies take so long to make them now. Red Dead 1 Remaster is on PlayStation Plus. You're gonna play that when you're off for Christmas. Let me know how it is, because that's one of my favorite games. Probably not just... sorry, I'm probably just not giving Rockstar money. That's fair. I've played every Grand Theft Auto except for the very first one and the London expansion. I'm a pretty big fan of like driving in games like that, and it's just not very often you get to do that. So for me, that's a really big appeal. Red Dead 2 was probably my game of the last generation. I thought that was the greatest game of the last generation. For me, anyways. And I was like actually very anti Arthur Morgan when I started playing that game. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And where the fuck is John Marston? I was like, give me John Marston or give me death. Red Dead 2, possibly favorite game of all time. There we go. Hell yeah. I had like the goal, this was like a couple years back, where I was like, I'm gonna 100% this game. I only got to 88%. And I think I had 75 or 80 hours into it. And I just didn't get back to it. But I've still got the save file, so if I ever want to, I can. Very cool how much there is to do in that game, even after you finish the story. Only 75 to 80? I know, right? Amateur. Amateur hours. I think the only reason I probably stopped playing it was because I had to start doing renovations on my house. Alright, see if we can do this. How do you avoid that fucking uppercut? Like, I can beat him, but I'll have to waste a fucking life doing it. Come on. Oh. There we go. You have 288 hours on Pokemon ZA right now. Isn't ZA the one that just came out? That is insane. I'm so jealous. I wish I could play games that much. Like, I do some gaming. I don't know, I probably pay 20 to 25 hours a week. Because, like I said, we've been playing the Sonic games. And then I've also been playing a little bit of Man-Eater, because I'm almost done with that. Oh, fuck that up. To be fair, I do have it doing a lot of it on its own. Okay, I didn't know that there was some passive stuff in that game. I remember a racing game, and I think it was Gran Turismo 4. I had over 500 hours because you could just passively set up races. And you wouldn't actually have to do them. You could like hire drivers or some shit. So I used to do that and then just go do something else or play another game and let it move on in the background. I loved that. That was great. I don't mind games where you can kind of just like have it in the background. Another good one for that is like Tropico. Unless it's like there's some maps that are really like time dependent, but most of them are pretty chill and you just gotta like work your way to the end. There we go, maybe that's the strategy. Turbo controller for shiny hunting is probably 100 hours. Wow, okay. Spec B, that's the one. That's the one. That was the one where you could just hire drivers. Gran Turismo was really well done because you take your crew chief position and manage the driver. I remember loving Gran Turismo 4. That was... I remember buying that at Target like a couple of days before the release date because they put it out early and I was like, beautiful. I know exactly what I'm gonna do with this. I'm gonna use that time so fucking wisely. I think Gran Turismo 4 was the best. Well, it had the best like career progression of any racing game I've ever played. I didn't play any of the Gran Turismos afterwards except for like dabbling a little bit. It's so amazing how like something you loved as a kid doesn't, at some point it just doesn't carry over. To no fault of its own. Like for whatever reason I just fell off of that series. Probably time, to be honest. Hell yeah. Alright. Good drink. It was the best one. Had a feeling. I've heard so many good things about it. A couple years ago, I got on this really weird kick where I was watching like random people play Gran Turismo 3. One of them was like a guy that would do speed runs. And then another one was this guy, he took like the worst car in the game and tried to get as far in the game as he could without putting any money into the car. And I was like, I don't know why this is so interesting, but I watched it for ages. He couldn't get like super far, but he got like a few cups done in the shittiest car. He's obviously very good at the game. Otherwise, you just wouldn't get that far. I remember Gran Turismo 1, I did like one of the easiest races, and it was like 2,000 credits per win. And I just saved up for the Dodge Viper, and then I just played the rest of the game with the Dodge Viper. Just like the dumbest way to play, but I was a kid and I was like, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to play the game. Do not die. Let's save this life. I don't know, actually that's a pretty tall order considering how many guys are here. Yeah. There we go. Close. You played the next 3 games and they just weren't as good. Fair enough. Dustin Eden is great for racing game content on YouTube. Well, let me give him a follow because I just have all the time in the world to watch everything. I'm not even joking either. I'll find a way to watch it, even if I like watch it as I'm sleeping. Dustin Eden? Okay, there we go. Okay, he's got 2 channels. I'll subscribe to his main channel. I always love finding new YouTubers to watch. All right. I don't think we've used to continue yet, have we? There we go. It's so weird the like odd binges you can get when you're watching YouTube. These guys piss me off. Something fierce. %, just watching Twitch at the moment. I always have Twitch on in the background when I'm working, unless the exception to that is if I started a YouTube video like the day before and I was really like keen to finish it, I'll watch that at the beginning of my day. But I love watching people like stream while I work. Makes it so much easier to get through the day. Do. To be honest though, a bit disappointed in Twitch lately with how they're like handling some of the people on their platform. Makes me worry. Because apparently the platform is not growing at all, which is disappointing. This staying near the bottom thing seems to be a much better strategy. Just letting them come to you. Because they have to move vertically, but I can like sweep up the vertical plane a little bit to get them. I have a few you started following almost 4 years ago, which feels like a different lifetime. You were on the road 5 days a week. Whoa! That's intense, man. 5 days a week? There's no way I'm getting past this boss. Are you like a vacuum salesman? I'm just joking. I don't know what 5 days a week on the road is like, though. I suppose you could be a tradie or something. Oh, I had a roll there for a second. Truck driving, running team. Holy crap. Went from Tennessee to California and back. Small detours through Texas. Holy crap, indeed. That's pretty interesting. So I'm guessing you don't play Truck Driving Simulator. Because that would just feel like work. You play Motor Town. Motor Town sounds so familiar. Motor Town. Man, I don't know if that's a game I used to play. How do I know that game? Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm just in my head. Korean indie game about making deliveries either online or offline. Okay, I have not played that game. Oh, the one I'm thinking was when I was younger, I played a game called Motor City Online. It was like an MMO racing game. It was actually really fucking good. It was just ahead of its time. It didn't have the widespread audience that games today would have. I reckon it would probably have had a better chance today. Motorstorm, off-road racing game. Yeah, I got a couple of those for the PlayStation 3. And I also picked up Cruisin' Blast the other day on the Nintendo Switch. I'm really excited to play a cruising game for like the first time since I was a kid. I haven't done a racing game on the stream at all yet, so maybe that's something I should look into. I bet this is the car bit. Sure shit. Yeah, arcade racing games are a lot of fun. This is so much better. Just sitting toward the bottom, sweeping up when they come over. Plan on playing Racing Lagoon on stream at some point. Man, you might be the racing guy to follow. You might be the one to follow. I don't really see very many people play racing games, and every once in a while I'm in the mood to watch something like that. I've got certain streamers for different moods. I got a guy I watch Tarkov on. Obviously tons of retro streams. There's a guy that's doing like the entire Nintendo 64 library. I'll watch him every now and again. Plan on doing a lot of different stuff. That's the way to go. Keep it interesting for yourself. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, niche down into something and stick with something, but like, if you get bored of it and you get sick of it, what's the point? Alright. So I can hit him out of spawning this thing. I don't want to be in that fucking side angle though. I just gotta like hit his legs. There we go. Getting a juggle. Oh no, I missed it. No. Well, we were doing really well there for a second. Whoa, my hands just stopped working. There we go. Just have fun. If people follow, watch, cool. That's how I feel. Like, I just want to chill. I don't like, I do it for me more than anything. Like, I just want to be able to say to myself that I've beaten a lot of these games I've always wanted to play. Before I forget, I'll give you a follow, so if I ever see you go online, I'll be like, oh shit, officially streaming. There we go. Set up for success and expect nothing. That's exactly right. Expect nothing because you never know. My VOD channel has done better than my main channel. But to be fair, I've been way more consistent on my VOD channel. And I haven't posted anything on my main channel for like 2 years. But even back then when I originally posted, it wasn't like much going on. But that's alright. Yeah, I'm definitely the kind of person that needed a plan before I started streaming. Hence the like over 1,000 games on my list. I needed a plan as to what I was going to do. Otherwise, I was like, I would hate to stream and then be like, either not feeling it or not knowing what I'm doing next. Hands are starting to fucking play up a bit. You have so many hobbies, you're just gonna let that run your weekly schedule and just do what the schedule says? Hell yeah. Hobbies are the best. I got a guy I follow on here. When I followed him, he was playing games. And now he crochets, and he hasn't played a game in like 6 months on Twitch. And he gets a pretty good following of like people talking to him about crocheting, and I was like, holy crap. That's pretty cool. This is not good. I was doing so well for a little while. Oh, bad timing. I feel like I'm kind of getting the hang of some of it. I'd love to get a hang of this fucking fight. Ugh. Oh, I almost had him. Panic, panic, hit all the buttons. Oh my god, I got him. Woo. Woo. Do a lot of different messing around with tech stuff. Just picked up a Game Boy Color and you're going to backlight mod it. Hell yeah. I'd love to have a Game Boy Color again one day. Or a Game Boy Advance or something like that again. Modded an iPod, a PS Vita, 3DS, XL, a Wii. Holy crap, there you go. I have. This is modded, but I didn't do it. I don't trust myself to solder the tiny little wires in this thing. I've thought about, like, jumping into modding, but I just don't know if I have the time. You have an OG Xbox with plans to mod it? That's my next purchase. I thought I had an Xbox, and I was trying to find it a while back, and I couldn't find it. I was so bummed. I've obviously sold it at some point. But yeah, I want to get a modded Xbox as well. I want an open region one. If I can get him pinned in the corner, it works pretty well. There we go. I bought these, what do you call it? Component cables for the Xbox, and I bought the, Xbox HD adapter and everything. And then I went to look for my Xbox and I didn't have it. I was like, what? I thought I had it. Yeah, I want an open region one because the fucking PAL ones aren't HD. I was like, what the hell's the point of having an Xbox if it's not HD? That's like the selling point of the Xbox from back in the day, was like good graphics, high def graphics. Ugh. Okay. Oh shit, should've jumped. Oh, that's not a good idea. Okay, we're gonna wait for them to throw their shit. There we go. Good old 480p. Damn right. Actually makes a difference. Like, pretty substantial. I've seen people do side-by-side comparisons. It makes a pretty nice difference. Plus, there's so many Xbox games I want to play. There's like 140 or 150 on my list total. No, I don't use any emulators. I'm gonna try not to. There might be times when there's just like no feasible way to afford certain games, but I have so far purchased everything. I got nothing against emulators, though. I don't want anybody to think that. I think emulators are fucking fantastic. It's such an incredible way to just be able to play the games you want to fucking play. Because a lot of this stuff is too expensive. Oh. Really hoping to take that into the next level. Within reason, but you play on emulators all the time? Yeah, I'm very pro emulator. I'm all about preserving, like, the history and stuff like that of games and media. And emulation's a fucking fantastic way to do it. Plus, there's a lot of stuff that you just... For example, like, I own one NES game. It's not this. I use an EverDrive for this, which is like just ROMs instead. But the first Turtles game cost me $65. This is stupid. So I own very few cartridge-based games because they're just so damn expensive. But EverDrives are absolutely fantastic because it is the original experience on the original hardware. There might be a couple of discrepancies, and mainly the issues I've had are when it's like PAL to NTSC. PAL hardware just isn't nearly as compatible as NTSC. N64 games and Genesis games with maybe 10 cases between the two. Yeah, I've got probably 6 to 8 Nintendo 64 games, and that's it. Otherwise, one NES game, one Genesis game. And the Genesis game was just because when I bought the Genesis, I wanted something to be able to test with it immediately. I actually bought a Mega Drive, which is the PAL version, which is, I would highly recommend if you're in a PAL region, just get the NTSC one and just get like the proper power supply for it because it's so much more compatible. And you don't have to worry about hertz if you're playing on a modern screen. Everything's fucking compatible now. Really? You're not gonna hit any of those? And most of my Nintendo 64 games are from Japan, and that was just because I know I couldn't get them anywhere else. Do, 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 do. Holy crap. Cartridge collection is 50 games. That's pretty good, actually. That's not bad at all. I would have had more. I had some in the States I tried to get back, but somebody else has claimed them, so it is what it is. Well, about to start this over. You have some of the big ones like Zelda and 64. Yeah, that's what you do. You get the fucking classics, the OG classics for those ones. Super Mario 64, maybe your Banjo-Kazooie. I wish there was a bit more pizza in this game. Holy crap, okay. I've done fairly well. Don't know how much you'll get to keep once you move out. Oh no. You have to sell them, or what are we talking here? Are they... What's going on? That sucks. I sold my entire collection probably about 4 years ago. Couldn't stop thinking about it. So I was like, I'm just gonna have to buy this back. Just hitting these tiny hitboxes is just so fucking annoying. There we go. Come on. Family console and games. Only wanted to touch them in the past 15 years. I reckon they're yours then. Just take them and don't tell anybody. Jerks coming up at the same time. Come on. Just survive. Survive. There's gotta be a pizza here somewhere. Oh, nice. Did have the original Conker's Bad Fur Day. I don't know if your dad sold it when the price jumped. Yeah, during the pandemic. Yeah, I've heard... I don't know. I've heard some people say that the prices are starting to come down a little bit, but I think it's just temporary, to be honest. I think it's just because the economy's in a little bit more of a rough spot. I think it'll go back up once the economy turns around. But I mean, that could be 5 years. Oh wow, okay, this could be a fucking annoying one. No. Oh, we got a turtle or a health thing. Thank goodness. I'm gonna have to check this ad timer in a second. I have no idea how far away it is. Let's have a quick look. 10 minutes. Shit. It doubled price during the pandemic? That sounds about right. Ooh. Splinter. Yeah. I think I got to this guy last time and we died. Don't know where to hit him yet to avoid that fucking hit. Or do I just keep juggling him in the middle of the screen so I can't get too far into one side? Start flashing, motherfucker. Holy shit. Holy crap! This guy has got tons of health. There we go. We get him? Nice. New PB. Thank you, my turtles. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break just because we're on a good roll here. And we'll do a little bit more. So I will be right back. We are back. Let's see if we can get a little bit further in this game. I feel like I figured out a little bit of a strategy, so let's see. That doesn't hit. Okay. Figuring out that I can hit above my horizontal plane is so helpful. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Just gotta fix one more thing. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Well, at least I know multi-streaming fucking works. I was a little bit worried about how it was going to work on my computer. I didn't also know what kind of internet connection it might need. What the fuck are these guys? I've never seen these guys before. You need to mess with that for yours. Yeah, it's a bit to set it up. It's probably like the longest I've taken to set up anything for streaming. But that's because I did one and I didn't like the one I did, and then I did another one because I wasn't happy with the first one. So there's definitely more than one option. I think I looked into 3, and the first one I tried was fairly easy, but I didn't like it. I didn't like the way it was, sort of the look of it and things like that. And then the second one was a little bit more intensive to set up, but I like the look of it and the customization of it a little bit more. No joke, this game would probably be good, like, after a shot or two of vodka, just to relax your hands a bit. Or a glass of wine. Not even playing, because, like, my hands get so much tension in them. I was gonna set up TikTok as well, but I didn't realize there's like requirements and shit you need to stream on TikTok. One of the guys I follow, he streams on TikTok as well, so I might have to dig into what's required for that. Couple shots of whiskey, maybe a margarita. You know what? I don't know if I've ever had a margarita. We're going on a cruise, though, for Christmas, and I tell you what, I'll probably be drunk most of the time. Or at least tipsy. What the fuck? That's so cheap. And now I'm afraid it's gonna do it again. Yeah, you... That was so cheap. Oh, I thought that was a tiger at first. Oh, it is a tiger. What the fuck? Yeah. Wait, does he not come back down? Oh, he's like going on a certain plane. It's okay. You're in Tennessee, so of course whiskey. I don't know if I've ever had. Oh yeah, I have had whiskey. I've never bought it myself. I've always just been offered it. What's the trick here? Is it just like... There we go. We just juggle it? No, what's going on here? Oh wow, they're strong. There we go. Okay, I'm guessing this is another one. Yep. Sure as shit is. A good peach or apple whiskey is nice. There you go. I'm always curious, but I'm not a huge drinker, and usually I go with my safety net of just like red wine. I would hate to die right now. I don't think I'm gonna make this out of here. Make it out of here though. You don't like wine? I didn't have wine until I was quite older. I was probably like 30 or 31. And, well, sorry, let me take that back. I had only had white wine. And then someone I met was like, oh, you want a glass of red? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And then I was like, holy shit, this is actually, like, exactly my style of drink. I like a dry wine. I don't like anything too, like, bitter. You're 26. There you go. That makes me feel old. That's alright. Nothing wrong with that. I'd love to be 26 again. That'd be great. Do. You're 26 and you play DOS games. That's a really valid point. That's very unique. Most 26-year-olds are probably getting around being like bussing and like you're almost at the age where you're like 6, 7. It's always pretty cool when somebody that's a bit younger can go back and play the classics. This would have come out when I was 3. So I wouldn't have had the comprehension for a little while. But I never played this back when I was a kid. I only played this on the re-release for the arcade and at the arcade. .62, not quite 6'7". Yeah. 6'7's too tall. Let's just face the facts. 6'7 is an inconvenience. I'm sure sometimes 6'2 might feel like an inconvenience. If you didn't roll a car, you'd be 6'4". What are you doing that for? Crush your vertebrae a little bit? Or compress it or something? Okay, is this trap coming up? Fuck. That's so fucking cheap. Oh, damn. What is the strategy here? Is it just to wait and let him go by and then kick him? No. That sucks. And these don't do shit? Man, what did I do the first time I fucking killed this thing? I just wasted an entire life trying to figure this shit out. One down. Well, this has got to be the most annoying enemy we've come across so far. Oh, you dick. I swear he skipped a bunch. Oh my god. That was like 1.5 lives just to fucking kill those things. What the fuck is this thing? Holy crap, for being like the hardest level, this is so much harder than the rest of the game was. Alright, that's it. That's all we got. The Integrity rolled off the... Wait, drove off the rollback afterwards and walked away from it with just scratches and road rash. Far out. That's insane. I've never rolled a car and have no intention to do so, hopefully. That is the stream. Thank you guys for coming out. I really appreciate it. Made a little bit of progress. That was the furthest I've ever been. I think I got a little bit more of a strategy for the general sort of stuff in the game. I don't know what is going on with those fucking tigers. And then those scorpions now? What the hell? So hopefully I can figure something out next time. This feels like it's going to be a little bit more of a slog than I thought. Thanks for stopping in, man. I really appreciate it. Always good to chat to you guys. I will catch you guys next time. And hopefully it's tomorrow. We'll see how life goes. Like, I feel like I can't guarantee anything at the moment, but hopefully tomorrow. So until then, see you later.